Your medical debt may soon be removed from your credit report, which in turn could help the credit scores of about 15 million Americans. That's according to a newly proposed rule from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Now, it's important to note two things. One, this does not eliminate the debt. It just removes it from the credit report. You're still required to pay it. And two, this is just a proposal. It still needs to go through the lengthy rulemaking process, but now that process is underway. So what's happening? Today, the CFPB proposed this new federal rule that would stop credit reporting agencies from sharing medical debts with lenders and would prohibit lenders from making lending decisions based on medical information. The Bureau says these medical debts are oftentimes wrong, and when push comes to shove, research shows that someone's medical debt is not a good predictor of how they will repay their loans. Plus, if this rule is finalized, it would also prohibit lenders from using medical devices as collateral and would ban lenders from repossessing those medical devices if people are unable to pay their loans. But why is this happening? The CFPB says, of course, it would increase privacy protections for Americans and would prevent debt collectors from using the credit reporting process to go after these medical debtors. But also, by removing the debt from these reports, it will increase the credit scores of these Americans who then can turn around and secure a loan or a mortgage. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, how in the world can the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau do this? What authority do they have? Well, actually, Congress did this. Back in 2003, they passed the Fair and Accurate Credit Transactions Act, a law that did a lot of things, including restricting lenders from obtaining or using medical information, including debt information. But in the years after 2003, other government agencies issued special regulatory exceptions to allow creditors to use that very same medical debt in their credit decisions. So now the CFPB wants to close that loophole. The government says this move could take away about $49 billion of medical debt from reports that have already lowered the credit scores for 15 million Americans, and it could allow about 22,000 additional people to qualify for a mortgage every single year in this country. It's important to know that since March of 2022, the three big credit reporting agencies, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, have announced that they would take many of the medical bills off of the credit reports, but this new rule, if it's finalized, would take all of them off. So it's going to be a while before this is all finalized. It has to go through a very long process, as I said, public comments, waiting periods, so on and so forth. But if you want to read more about this proposal, I will email it out to you tonight in my News Girl News Roundup email, so make sure you sign yourself up.